Support for Radio Friends comes from La Brunerie Financial, where they work to ensure a lifetime of financial security for people from all walks of life, from investment services to retirement plans. If you're looking for a trustworthy company that has the experience and knowledge to put your interests first, contact La Brunerie Financial, a community-based investment counseling firm since 1966. Learn more at labrunerie.com or by calling 573-449-5313. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Monday, September the 16th. It's good to have you with us today. We're going to talk about something a lot of times people just do not like to bring up in discussion, and that is end-of-life care. But this is something that we all need to think about, and there's a time that we all need to talk about it, too. And I want to introduce you to Jackie Reed, who is with us from Caring Hearts and Hands. And Doreen Rarden couldn't be here today,
right.
But Doreen is a big part of this.
She apologizes for
not
feeling well and not being able to be here.
Well, she needs to take care of herself.
Yes.
But Caring Hearts and Hands of Columbia is end-of-life home, right? Explain what you mean by an end-of-life home.
Well, this home is something that we still have in development. It doesn't currently exist, but we are hoping to get one built soon. It will be a home that people could go to in the last month of their life to be cared for by trained caregivers and volunteers that will meet all of the physical needs of a patient. A person, in order to come into this home, will have to be under the care of hospice, and we will work in partnership with hospice companies to provide the best possible care for these patients.
Now, this is not in a hospital setting at all.
No, not at all.
This is as close to a home setting as possible.
Yes.
Hospice is something that has gained in popularity over the years. Mm-hmm. Years ago, and I think I'm older than you are, but I remember when people were dying, you went into the hospital and you were wired up and hooked up to everything, and you died at the hospital. Mm-hmm. Now, I think folks are realizing that a person who is dying is much more comfortable at home. Many times, people do not want those heroic measures taken to prolong a life that is prolonging pain to the patient and pain to the family also. It's difficult to accept that. It's difficult to accept that the time is actually here when we need to start letting go of our loved ones, and if it's us, that we need to start letting go of this life and embrace the other. But hospice helps do that.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
What have you learned over the years in working with people in hospice?
Well, a lot of the things that you just mentioned, that people want the best quality of life at the end of life that they can have. And so that doesn't mean being in a hospital with all the equipment hooked up to them and people interrupting them, throughout the night to take their vital signs and those type of things. They want to be surrounded by their family and friends as much as possible. Unfortunately, in today's society, a lot of children live in various parts of the country, and they can only come in to see mom and dad maybe for a long weekend. And their spouse maybe is older and they're unable to care for them at home. So this is why we feel that there is a need for this type of home.
Now, Caring Hearts and Hands is a home that you are planning to build. It still is in the planning stages,
correct.
Right? When are you hoping that it will be open and operational?
Well, obviously that'll depend on a lot of resources that we can get, but hopefully by the end of next year. We originally wanted it to be open in 2020, if at all possible.
Do you know where the location will be? We
don't. We're trying to find an appropriate location that would not be offensive to other neighbors. So an area of land maybe that doesn't have an HOA association. I know that has been.
Why would that be offensive to neighbors? If you're setting it up as a home situation, why would anyone be offended by that?
Well, obviously, it's kind of disruptive when you have a hearse that comes into the home. As people die on a rotating basis, that can be a little disheartening for neighbors and their children, and they're constantly trying to explain that.
So you're looking for a location, and then you're looking for the funds to build this. Now, when somebody moves into this home, they're at the end of their life. Is there any charge? Will there be any charge to them?
There will not be any charge to them. The hospice services will be covered by either their private insurance or Medicare. The room and board amenities will be totally free. This is what we're hoping to raise money for and have the community sponsor, so that at the end of life, when people are going through a really emotional time in their life, they don't have to worry about expenses.
Exactly.
That's the last thing we want.
And you're hoping to set this up for 4 beds.
Yes.
Will family members be able to stay with their loved ones also?
We're hoping to have bedrooms big enough to have a day bed in the room along with the patient's bed, so that one family member can stay in the room at all times. There'll also be a gathering area, a big living room that other family members could hang out in.
And what about cooking facilities?
And we will have somebody there that will provide meals for the patient, and we invite family members to order in for their own meals.
And obviously you're looking for volunteers too.
Absolutely.
Besides money, when you get this up and running, you're going to need volunteers for this. Will they need to be specially trained medical volunteers or people from the community who can come in and volunteer?
Every volunteer will have to go through a volunteer training program, and we will have to screen them to make sure that they are suitable for...
Right, but will they have to have had formal medical training?
No, we will be able to train them in the needs that they need.
So you're looking for people from the community who do not necessarily have to be an RN or an LPN to volunteer, but they will be trained for this.
Right.
If people want to help out now, they want more information, what can they do?
We have our website up and running now. Our website is Caring Heart, and one heart and hands.
Okay, so it's www.caringheartandhands. Okay, so that's all one word.
Yes.
.org. So it's www.caringheartandhands.org. That will give you all the information that you need.
And if you go to the donor page on there, Doreen's email address as well as mine is listed, so that you can email us and let us know how you would like to get involved.
And can you make donations online too?
We will eventually, but you can contact us and we can get your donation before the donation part of our website is up and running.
Jackie Reed, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
Pleasure having you here. And please come back again.
All right. Check out all the donors or all the board members that we have on our website too. We have a wonderful group of people there.
Thank you very much, Jackie.
Thank you.